Frelund joins us now. She's been outlining the most underappreciated players in the entire NFL. We covered the AFC yesterday. We got the NFC today. So, Cynthia, welcome. Let's go to Green Bay because they made it to the NFC Championship game last year. They spent big in free agency. And you're saying one of those additions was actually their most underappreciated.
I think Za'Darius Smith doesn't get enough credit. Sure, we did talk about like the Smith brothers, but this guy actually was second in the NFL in terms of pressure percentage. He got to the quarterback almost 15% of pass rushes. Next Gen Stats helped me out with that. And then if you look to see what happens when he lined up on the interior, he actually ranked first in the NFL in terms of getting to that quarterback and adding those really key pressures coming from all across that defensive front. That gave the Green Bay Packers a huge advantage. We didn't say enough good things about Za'Darius Smith.
13.5 sacks last season. That's more than his previous 3 seasons combined. But let's go to a team in the NFC West. How about somebody who's undervalued on the Rams?
I think Tyler Higbee doesn't get enough shine. I mean, if you look to see the last 5 weeks of the season, he actually led the NFL, not NFL amongst tight ends, but NFL with 522 receiving yards. It's all about versatility with Higbee. They had some questions in terms of health, the running back position. They were missing some wide receivers and tight ends in general. So really his ability to be versatile and help them at the end of the season when they were in playoff contention, huge impact, and it'll be someone to build around for the future.
Yeah, he had some big games there down the stretch, and now with Brandon Cooks gone, could be even better this coming season. So how about the team that Matt Rule took over? Let's talk about the Panthers. They lost their final 8 games of the season. How about a guy that Matt Rule can kind of build around there in Carolina?
DJ Moore. No, we do not talk about DJ Moore enough. And I'm on a fantasy show. We didn't talk about him enough last year. We're going to have to this year. So he had 4 100-yard games last season. They all came week 9 or later. He was number 9 in the NFL in terms of receiving yards. That's for the whole season. And he was number 5 in terms of receiving first downs. That's a really key metric in terms of winning games because you need first downs to win games. So his on and off ball impact. So what happens when he's not necessarily the target? That's a huge deal for Teddy Bridgewater and Matt Rule and for your fantasy team likely coming next season. That's someone that maybe kind of you can slide in there and steal a little bit later.